There's a third thing. A failure at self-examination. A failure at self-examination. When somebody says to me, I'm not sure I'm a Christian, what should be my immediate response? Oh, well, of course you are. Well, you're here. You're here. Have you ever prayed the prayer? Have you gone to the prayer room? What are you talking about? Of course you're a Christian. Look at you. You have a Bible. Hey, you have a MacArthur study Bible. You have to be a Christian. What do you mean? But if anybody says to me, I'm not sure I'm a Christian, my immediate response is, the reason you may feel you're not a Christian is because you're not a Christian. It's much more important to demand an honest self-examination than it is to ride across somebody's doubts. If you doubt your salvation, there's a reason you doubt your salvation. It may not be a legitimate one, but it may be a legitimate one. You may have every right reason to doubt that you're on the way to heaven. You may have every right reason to doubt that you're a believer. And until I can see a pattern in your life and make a good guess that this is unnecessary doubt and that you're succumbing to temptation not to trust God who has saved you, and even then I can't be certain. I'm going to question the fact that if you doubt, maybe you have reason to doubt. But that's not popular. In fact, the words that I'm saying right now to you are words that would be rejected soundly in many, many quote-unquote Christian churches. What? You are calling into question people's salvation? Who do you think you are? Well, I'm only endeavoring to make certain that the words of Jesus in Matthew 7 are brought to bear upon this generation. That people are living under a massive illusion about their relationship to God, and there are many, many in that category. This is not my message. This is the message of the great shepherd. I'm only his under-shepherd, passing the message on. And we're so grace-oriented. We want people to feel so good. We want people to like us. We don't like confrontation. So we don't want to call people's spiritual life into question. We're so grace-oriented. We don't want them to feel bad about their sins. We want them to feel happy about God's love. But that's not biblical. In 2 Corinthians 13:5, there is a word that we all need to hear. And it comes from the Apostle Paul to a church where he had spent about 2 years of his life. To a church where people had professed Christ, where they had been baptized, where they had been taught by Paul, the Corinthian church to which, by the time he writes 2 Corinthians, he's already written 3 other letters, 1 Corinthians and 2 other letters that aren't in Scripture. This is a church that has heard so much from this man. And by the time you come to chapter 13 here, you've now got a total of 29 chapters written to them just in the 2 epistles that are inspired by the Spirit and placed in the Scripture. And yet, he says to them in chapter 13, verse 5, test yourselves to see if you are in the faith. Examine yourselves. Do you not recognize this about yourselves, that Jesus Christ is in you, unless indeed you fail the test?